Imagine a little switch in your brain labeled hungry. Now imagine a weekly injection that flips it to off. That's not sci-fi, that's Ozempic. The most hyped drug on the planet doesn't burn fat. It doesn't melt anything. It walks into your brain and turns the volume knob on hunger way, way down. And the weirdest part, your body already knows this trick. It just gives up after 2 minutes. Let's go, okay? Everyone's heard of Ozempic, celebrities, your coworker, that one guy at the gym. And everyone thinks it's some kind of fat-melting magic potion. It's not. It doesn't touch your fat directly at all. What it actually does is way sneakier and honestly, way cooler. It hijacks a conversation your gut and your brain have been having your entire life. To get it, you have to meet the messenger. Every time you eat, your gut sends a tiny messenger up to your brain. Its job is simple. Run upstairs and yell, "We're full! Stop eating!" This messenger has a deeply unglamorous name, GLP-1. It's a hormone, basically your body's "I'm done" button. There's just one problem. This messenger is incredibly lazy. It shows up, yells, "We're full!" and then vanishes in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes gone, so the message barely lands before it disappears, and 10 minutes later, you're eyeing the fridge again. Now here's the genius part. Scientists looked at that messenger and went, what if it didn't quit after 2 minutes? What if it stuck around for a week? So they built a copy. Same message, same "we're full" yell, but engineered to survive in your body for about 7 days instead of 2 minutes. That copy is Ozempic. That's the whole trick. It's not some alien chemical. It's your own "I'm full" signal with the stamina cranked to 1,000. So what does that long-lasting "we're full" message actually do up in your brain? This is where it gets good. Deep in your brain, there's a control room for hunger. Fancy name, the hypothalamus. Inside it, picture 2 teams of tiny workers. Team 1 screams, "I'm starving, find food, now." Team 2 calmly says, "We're good, we're satisfied, relax." Normally, these 2 teams argue all day. That argument basically is your appetite. Then Ozempic walks in. It doesn't smash anything. It just quietly tells Team Starving to sit down and be quiet, and hands Team Satisfied a megaphone. Suddenly, the Find Food team is whispering, and the We're Good team is shouting. So you just don't feel hungry, not because you're forcing it, because the shouting stopped. And there's a bonus round. It also turns down the reward you get from food. You know that little firework of joy from a slice of pizza? Ozempic dims it. The pizza's still there. The party in your head is just quieter, so the cravings fade too. Less hunger, more fullness. Less, "Ooh, I want that." All from one hijacked message. But your brain isn't the only place it works. It also sneaks down to your stomach and hits the slow motion button. Normally, your stomach passes food along to your gut at a steady pace. Ozempic slows that way down, so food just sits there longer. And a stomach that stays full keeps telling your brain, "Yep, still full down here." Double whammy. Brain says, "Stop." Stomach backs it up, which sounds amazing, and mostly is. But this is also the villain origin story for its #1 side effect. Hang on, quick plot twist you probably didn't know. This whole thing was never meant to be a weight loss drug. It was invented for type 2 diabetes. That same "I'm full" messenger also tells your pancreas to handle blood sugar better. So it was quietly doing its diabetes job. And doctors noticed a side effect. Everyone was losing weight. The side effect got more famous than the actual drug. Oops. Now, remember that slowed down stomach? When food lingers too long, a little poison detector in your brainstem gets suspicious, and its reaction to, something feels off down there, is, charmingly, nausea. That's why the most common complaint is feeling queasy. It's the exact same slow motion trick that makes you full, just overdoing it. Superpower and side effect, same switch. So let's recap the magic trick. Ozempic doesn't burn fat. It copies a natural "I'm full" hormone, makes it last a week instead of 2 minutes, strolls into your brain, tells the hunger team to sit down, slows your stomach to a crawl, and helps your blood sugar on the way out. It's not melting anything. It's just turning down the hunger. The most hyped drug on earth is basically your own body's stop eating button, stuck in the on position. So next time someone calls it a fat burner, you can smugly correct them. It's an appetite switch, not a furnace. One honest note, this is how it works, not a nudge to go get it. That's a real decision for you and an actual doctor, not a stick figure on the internet. And hey, subscribe. It's the one button today that actually stays on.